The sky over Harbor Point City was bright but restless, filled with fast-moving clouds as if the weather itself was in a rush. And in the middle of that strange, tense morning, something happened that no one would ever forget. It began with a moment so unexpected, so unlikely, that it would later feel almost unreal. A seasoned Navy Admiral, someone used to commanding entire fleets, found herself standing on a quiet hospital curb completely helpless as a sudden downpour struck without warning. And the only person who came to her aid was a man no one noticed, no one thanked, and no one expected much from. A single dad janitor named Rowan Hales. The moment he stepped out from under a maintenance awning with nothing but a worn-out umbrella and a concerned look, he changed not only her day, but the course of both their futures. What followed was a journey of compassion, redemption, and a knock on the door that would rewrite destinies in broad daylight. If you believe kindness deserves second chances, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Chronicles. Your support keeps these stories alive. Rowan Hales had always been the kind of man who tried to stay unnoticed. Not because he was timid, but because life had taught him that the quieter he stayed, the fewer problems found him. After losing his wife, he carried the heavy role of raising his 10-year-old son, Caleb, alone. He worked as a janitor at the city's Naval Medical Center, cleaning hallways and mopping floors while his dreams remained tucked away in the unused corners of his mind. He lived simply, stretching every paycheck, choosing second-hand clothes, skipping meals at times so his son could have more. But even with all that hardship, Rowan never changed in one way. He always helped anyone who needed it, whether they noticed or not. That morning he was finishing his shift when the sky shifted from bright to stormy in an instant. Rowan stepped outside to dump a trash bag when he spotted a woman standing at the hospital curb. She wore a crisp navy blue uniform jacket, the Admiral's insignia pinned near her collar, her posture tall but her expression troubled. Her name, he would soon learn, was Admiral Grace Everhart, decorated, fearless, respected across the naval forces. Yet in that moment, she was utterly vulnerable, stranded without an umbrella, as rain hammered down in loud, merciless sheets. Rowan didn't hesitate. He walked straight toward her, lifting his battered black umbrella above her head. She turned, surprised that anyone would approach her with such simple kindness. She didn't say much at first. She just stared at him, taking in his soaked clothes, his tired eyes, and the way he held the umbrella over her instead of himself. In his presence, the storm somehow felt less chaotic. He guided her to the hospital entrance, making sure she stayed dry, even though he was completely drenched by the time they reached the doors. Grace thanked him with a genuine warmth that shocked him. High-ranking officials seldom spoke to janitors, let alone thanked them with such sincerity. When she asked his name, Rowan answered softly, almost embarrassed that she would care. She introduced herself, though he clearly knew who she was. Before heading inside, she paused and handed him her business card. She said if he ever needed help, anything at all, he should call. Rowan smiled politely, assuming she was only being courteous, and tucked the card away, never expecting to use it. Then they went their separate ways. But the world has a strange way of weaving people's paths back together when the story isn't finished. 2 weeks later, the Naval Medical Center announced unexpected layoffs due to budget cuts. Rowan was among the first to go. He returned home early that day, holding the layoff letter in trembling hands while trying not to break down in front of Caleb. His son had always been understanding beyond his age, but Rowan felt the crushing weight of failure every time he saw him. Rent was due soon, school supplies were needed, and Rowan had no savings left. That night, when Caleb quietly placed his little hand over his father's, Rowan felt something inside him fracture. He pulled out the business card he had tucked away and stared at the embossed golden lettering, Admiral Grace Everhart. He wondered if she even remembered him. He wondered if calling her would make him look desperate, but he was desperate, so he dialed the number with a shaky breath. Grace answered immediately. The moment Rowan told her who he was, she remembered him, almost too well. She insisted he come to the naval base the next day. When he arrived, feeling the weight of insecurity in every step, she greeted him warmly and led him to a small office. She had checked his records, his work history, and everything she found impressed her. She told him she admired people who stepped up for others, even in small moments. And then she did something Rowan never imagined she would do. She offered him a job as a base facility supervisor, a better salary, stable hours, real benefits. Rowan felt his throat tighten as relief washed over him. He accepted with gratitude so deep it made him momentarily speechless. Grace smiled, telling him that the world needed more people like him, and sometimes it was her job to make sure good people didn't fall through the cracks. From that day on, Rowan worked harder than ever. His new role required more responsibility, but he handled everything with patience and quiet excellence. And Grace observed him often, not in a commanding way, but with admiration. She began asking him small questions, learning about his life, his son, his late wife. They talked during lunch breaks or brief hallway moments, sharing stories of their very different worlds. He found her surprisingly approachable, even gentle beneath her commanding exterior. She found him grounded, sincere, and unexpectedly wise. Their story didn't end in dramatic declarations or sudden romance. It ended in something better, a promise. A promise that no one would walk alone anymore. A promise that kindness, even the smallest kind, could ripple into a life-changing storm of goodness. And a promise that sometimes the knock you fear the most becomes the one that saves everything. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Chronicles to support more emotional and inspiring stories like this. Special request: comment kindness matters if you believe small acts can change lives.